I was thinking here, we are barbers behind the chair.
Yeah.
We are self-employees, and we constantly have many people in our chair, right?
Yeah.
How is the book and the strategy that you guys teach? How's the Dale Carnegie book affect our income, for
Sure,
example,
sure.
or affect our the way we make money?
Yeah. Yeah.
How the strategies, how that affect us?
Sure. Well, I mean, let's think about this. Dale Carnegie, the book, it's about relationships and how we can build stronger relationships. That's the foundation. So what's the benefit of that? Well, how do we build relationships? Relationships are based on what? Trust. We would all agree with that, right? So Carnegie's thinking is, how do we build trust? Well, I build trust in one of two ways. One is credibility. I do what I say what I'm going to do. So if people sit down in the chair, they're like, all right, I want this. And you give them that, you're credible. They're like, all right, he did the right thing. I'm going to come back. And the second one is empathy, putting yourself in other shoes. And so in the book, those principles, the first 9 human relations principles, are how can we be more empathetic with our clients? How we can build that trust with our clients, build that relationship. Now, there's 2 key benefits of that, in terms of the business. If I do a good job, great job with the cut, and they have a good experience. Excuse me. They have a good experience with the coming to my shop. There's 2 good things that come from that. If they have a good experience, what's going to happen? They're probably going to come back, right? So the retention is good. And what's another thing? Another R word.
They going to
Refer you.
refer you.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. So really, when you think about retention and referrals, it's about the experience. And the experience is, what type of relationships am I building? Are they based on trust? Am I credible? Did I do what I say I'm going to do? And am I empathetic, put myself in those shoes? And that's what that book's all about. How can we be more empathetic and build trust with people?
In the golden
Gold book.
yeah,
That's right, yeah.
it was saying the most beautiful
Yeah.
word in the world is your name.
Sure.
So I learned that 5 years ago.
Nice.
When someone when you talk to someone for the first time, and actually we have the iPad at our barbershop, and we can see every single client's name.
Nice.
I go over there, I check the name, and I call them by the name.
Perfect.
How important is that?
That's key. You hit it on the nose. I mean, that makes the person feel important. That's their name. That's unique to them. That's a home run. This person cares.
If the person is shy, let's say a barber,
Yep.
we work with many people, but if the person is shy, how can that affect them in a way? And what you suggest so they can do? What do you suggest they can do?
Sure.
So if you're shy, we are in the people business.
Yep.
So if they're shy, what do you suggest?
Well, for shy people, one of the things I've found with shy people are usually pretty good listeners. They have that going for them. So that's an
have that
advantage
plus.
over extroverts, because extroverts just talk.
I talk a lot.
Yeah. So the shy people, there's a principle in there. It says become genuinely interested in other people. That's not principle number 4 and Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People book. So for shy people, it's a matter of asking questions. So you're shy, so you don't have to talk. Ask questions. Hey, where you from? Where do you live? Tell me about your family.
3 questions that you make, you have a conversation for another 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I find the second one, not where you're from. Like Brazil, we had a conversation about that. I'm from Philadelphia. I've traveled around. I've traveled throughout Latin America. So I've found people either love where they're from or they hate it where they're from. They couldn't wait to get out. But that's a great way just to make a connection.
Great way.
We're talking about shy people. What about the extroverts that don't listen?
Yeah.
What is your recommendation for them?
Yeah, that's a little. It's more of a challenge. Yeah, they have to see. Let's get back to the key to building relationships is trust. So we need to be empathetic. We need to be credible. So how do we build that? Well, it's through understanding. If people come in, again, if I'm a barber, somebody comes sit in my chair and I'm japping, how do I know what he or she wants?
Exactly.
So I gotta tone it down and be like, really listen, because that's where the understanding. And there's something real important. It's listen to understand versus listening to respond. So how can we listen to understand? What does this person really want? So the extroverts, it's the challenge is that listening.
We notice in our experience as business owners, which is different than just working for someone. We had different personalities, like barbers with different personalities.
Sure.
And one thing we notice is the ones that are really shy and don't talk much, they are perceived as insecure. So the client doesn't feel that confident because they are too quiet, or if the client asks a question, they don't give a complete answer because they're shy.
Sure.
And this make clients feel insecure. And we also notice that the ones that talk too much are kind of annoying because then he doesn't let the client talk. He's talking over people. He doesn't listen. We noticed the most successful barbers in our shop were the ones that found the middle. They know when it's time to listen and really understand what the client wants, and they know the right time to talk. And they are really successful even if they don't cut hair as good, even if you're not great barbers in the sense that the technical skills are not developed yet, but they have a better result than the ones that talk too much or don't talk at all.
They have a higher retention
Sure.
with the clients.